Morning, everyone. Welcome to the August 1st, 2019 meeting of the Delaware County Board of Commissioners. Would you please join me in the pledge? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'm Barb Lewis, President. To my left is our Vice President, Jeff Benton. To my right, fellow Commissioner Gary Merrill, our Administrator, Mike Fromer, and I looked over there. Jen Walraven has returned. Our clerk today is Sarah DeNovo. We can begin.
Resolution number 19-737, in the matter of approving electronic record of proceedings from regular meeting held July 29th, 2018.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 19-737. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
We have no public comment this morning. Resolution number 19-738, in the matter of approving purchase orders, then and now certificates and payments of warrants in batch number CMA PR 0731.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 19-738. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 19-739, in the matter of approving travel expense requests.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 19-739. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 19-740, in the matter of designating August 2019 as Child Support Awareness Month in Delaware County.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Good morning, Joyce Bowens, Director of Delaware County Child Support. August is Child Support Awareness Month. It is a national initiative to highlight services that are available to help both parents provide financial and emotional support and lead secure and healthy lives. The Child Support Program encourages responsible parenting, family self-sufficiency, and child well-being by providing services such as locate, establishing parentage, establishing a child support and a medical support order, collecting and dispersing child support payments, modifying orders when circumstances have changed in a case, and enforcing orders that are not being paid. Ohio's Child Support Program provides services to over 1 million children. County child support enforcement agencies work diligently to ensure that children receive financial support for a brighter future. Just to talk about some of the accomplishments that Delaware County has accomplished, we received, 5 awards from the State Office of Child Support. We received an award for Best Performance and Paternity Establishment in a Medium-Sized Caseload. We also received an award for Best Performance on Collections on Current Support in a Medium-Sized Caseload, Best Performance Collections on Cases with Arrears in a Medium-Sized Caseload, and Best Overall Performance in a Medium-Sized Caseload. We also received an award for Best Disbursement per FTE, which is full-time employee, and basically what that is cost effectiveness. Our cost effectiveness was $18.56, so for every dollar that we spent, we collected $18.56. The average for the state of Ohio is $6.28. We are number 1 in the state of Ohio for collections. We maintain that title and continue to push for it. And I just wanted to, if my staff will stand up. It's because of these great people that we've accomplished these things, so.
And I'd like to thank you so much for your work. I mean, day in and day out, and all the hard work that you're doing. And I know it's got to be awfully tough a lot of the time. So thank you so much.
Yeah, the numbers are great. This is a trend. We've been the top of the chart for years now. And I want to congratulate the whole team for that accomplishment. That's not easy. And again, doing very important work and very difficult work, so thank you.
Yes, thank you. And we need to vote.
I'll be a little more philosophical and it always amazes me that we have fathers in this country, generally fathers, that do not support their kids, and the work that's done to help ensure that they provide the support is important. And it's a national problem we have, and
It's unfortunate. So thank you for what you do.
Okay, we'll vote.
Vote on motion 19-740. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye,
Thank you.
thank you. Thank
you.
you so much.
Photo?
Did
Okay.
Odo?
Good out in the lobby.
I think the lobby, yes.
Chris, are you doing this?
Bruce is doing her best Jane impersonation. Most of the wastewater organization golf lines are pretty low rate. And so when you win, you get a $50 gift card for the clubhouse. And so you go in there and it's like, sure. They didn't have any women's clothes at all. Yeah, but you carry the team anyway. So when I see Tiffany and Ryan usually has the same shirts I get in the. It's all men's stuff. It's way better.
Resolution number 19-741, in the matter of approving the notification letters of the 2019 Clean Ohio Local Agricultural Easement Program.
So moved.
Discussion.
Good morning, Commissioners. I'm obviously not Scott Stevens. Brett Bacon, Delaware Soil and Water Conservation District. I also have with us Kim Marshall, who is our recently hired communications specialist. We have 2 full notification letters for you, full offer, to Teresa Watkins for 117.3 acres, and a second one to Gary and Yvonne Newhouse for 70.01 acres. And then 2 contingent offer letters to Robert Sherman, 83.731 acres, and STB3 LLC for 91.665 acres, and we'd recommend your approval. And I'd be happy to
Okay.
answer any questions.
So the firm offers and the contingent, those are final? And-
Correct.
And
Yeah.
whether the contingents get funding or not depends on the statewide.
Correct,
Fundings.
yes, yeah, kind of the offers aren't accepted throughout the state and more money becomes available, or other counties don't fulfill their, or I'll say use their whole allotment,
Right.
then those funds get redistributed based on the statewide comparison scores, so.
So what's the timeline for the actual funding and closing?
About 3 years. We're still working on one 2016 application. There were some issues with power of attorney, but it's my understanding that's gotten resolved, and right now we're just waiting on ODA to cut the check and send that to the title agent, and closing will get scheduled as soon as that is received by the title agent. The 2017 application, we had one application for that year that was approved. That's still in title review, and I would hope would go to a closing sometime maybe early next year.
16 was our first year, wasn't it?
Yeah, 16 was
Still
our first
wrapping
year.
up first
We've
year.
closed one of the 16 applications and still have one in process. There was just an issue with the power of attorney that, as we got closer to closing, was discovered by the title agent, and that had to be resolved by the landowner, so that kind of got held up a little bit longer than what it normally
And the
would.
concerns I've expressed in the past, we're constantly working to make sure those things get addressed as far as.
Yeah, yeah.
Were you surprised by any of the scorings in this round?
I'm going to claim ignorance as a pinch hitter. I don't know.
Okay, I was curious.
I'll be happy to pass that question along to Scott and Rebecca, our I was hoping to have Rebecca Longsmith, our staff member who works primarily on these, but she got summoned to jury duty, so Kim and I really got thrown in as pinch hitters today, so
All right.
I apologize for not having them.
No, no
How many
problem.
counties I'm sorry, go ahead.
That's a good question. How many
How many
counties?
counties in the state are participating? You have any-
As local sponsors, I'm sorry, I
Just
can't answer
curious.
that either. I know the program seems to be working very well here in Delaware County, and we're very appreciative of the board's participation.
We now have
I
a
know that.
Delaware County resident who leads the Farmland Preservation Program too, which is great. And I know we've talked in the past about, and I have told her about the needs for additional staff, because that has delayed things.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, I think there's one primary person at ODA that's working on these, and unfortunately, a lot of them have to go through a lot of attorneys, and obviously that takes time.
That'll slow things down.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, sorry, Eric.
That was not a comment on our,
That's not, yeah.
To just answer, one of Commissioner Merrill's questions, yeah, we've adopted a really nice process to take it through the sketch plan process of regional planning. So when the properties come in, all the development, utilities, and regional planning looks at it, identifies future road improvements and things like that. And so, to your point, the process, has really come together. It's just,
Absolutely.
I think there'd be a lot more progress if the state side had better
Uh-huh.
recent,
does seem to be the-
sources.
Yeah.
I think we've really,
Yeah.
we've developed a good process here, and it shows.
Yeah. That's great, thank you. Vote.
Vote on motion 19-741. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 19-742, in the matter of approving a supplemental appropriation for the coroner's office.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Hi, I'm Charlie Carlson. I just started working here not too long ago this year
Welcome,
for the
welcome,
coroner's
Charlie.
office. So did you have any other questions for?
I think you gave us some good background and
And with me
explained.
is Doug DeMold. He's over at the prosecutor's office. So.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
I think our
the-
questions we're concerned about.
Yeah, Brad did a lot of research
Yes,
working
he
with
did.
your
Right.
team and came up with some really good numbers. I kind of explain why the supplemental is necessary and looking at alternatives for the future and how to approach this function, so.
Right.
So appreciate the information.
Sure. Thank you for coming too, and from the
You can
prosecutor's
come
office.
anytime, you don't have to come.
Yeah.
That's right, you can come to all the meetings.
Oh, gee, yeah. That's right. Yeah, you are here. Thank you, though. Vote.
Vote on motion 19-742. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 19-743, in the matter of approving the sanitary sewer subdividers agreement for Evans Farm North Road sanitary extension.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Morning, Commissioners. Tiffany Mag, Director of Environmental Services. This is a standard subdividers agreement. This is for a sewer extension that's going to go from the new Orange Road, the Orange Township Park on North Road, extended down to the south to this new Evans Farm site. So it's just on the northeast corner of Lewis, actually it's on, Lewis Center Road and North Road. So we request your
Okay.
approval.
Vote.
Vote on motion 19-743. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 19-744, in the matter of certification of delinquent accounts to the county auditor for accounts to be assessed to payable year 2020 taxes.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
For resolution, we are required to certify delinquent accounts that exceed $25 and are past 90 days due. This quarter, it's just over $165,000 that we're certifying. That's up a little bit from our previous quarters and kind of our historical trend. The reason for that is there's a condo association that switched management companies, and they failed to tell us that. So we've since rectified that, and we expect their bill to be paid pretty soon.
Okay. Vote.
Vote on motion 19-744. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question while you're standing there. Have we looked into, I know I've seen some emails in the past about other payment opportunities, paying online, et cetera, et
Yes.
cetera. Where do we stand on those things?
We now offer that option, yes.
Is it
We
very
have-
well received, or?
It has been, yeah. We've had, actually, the first quarter that we offered, I think we had 500 responses or something within the first, few weeks. So, and it's been great. We were super busy getting all of those. It's like it's like an online payment system that we have now, and the response has been great. People have been very excited about it. So yeah, all positive things.
I ran across an email that references maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, and I was just curious where we were. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
it's been great. They signed me up as the first person to use it, so I've had no issues.
Who was you?
Yeah.
It was a monumental effort between the treasurer, our bank provider, IT, setting it up, because protecting all the sensitive bank account information. so.
Yeah, so no issues so far.
I couldn't get my wife to sign up for it. She's old school.
They took me in right away as the guinea pig.
Frankly,
so
I'm
it's
old
been
school.
great.
I still pay my bills when they come in, but I know a lot of people prefer this approach, and I respect that, and glad we're doing it.
Yeah, so it's a good option.
Yeah, thank you.
That brings us to administrator reports.
Report.
I think Commissioner Merrill went last time, so.
How would you know you've been on? It's been a while since you've been here.
Yeah.
But I could,
Oh, you're
They're
right.
both short, so it's good.
Commissioner Merrill did go first last time.
Well,
Okay.
you keep track, huh?
'Cause I was chairing the meeting, so I.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Just a couple things. We got MORPC Executive Committee this afternoon, and then SEPCO Board meeting tomorrow morning. So SEPCO continues to be in the forefront of our healthcare renewal activities. We'll learn more tomorrow. That's all I got.
Okay. Commissioner Merrill.
I made a quick appearance at the Chambers morning event at the log cabin this morning. They were talking about the fair, so I knew I couldn't stay there long, but I'm debating whether to tell this story, but I like to tell stories, so I'm going to tell this. I don't want to get my daughter in trouble.
With those qualifiers.
They were surprising my grandkids, their kids, with a trip to Disney World, and they're going Fair Week. So
In September?
yeah,
This-
so it's a surprise to the grandkids, and they just told them a couple weeks ago, and my oldest grandson, Trevor, was upset that he was going to miss the Delaware County Fair. So, it's kind of it's a positive, but I hope I didn't get in trouble with Delaware schools.
Yeah.
For sharing that. But he was genuinely upset about it, and I told that story this morning up there when they were talking about it, and Sandy offered to house Trevor. I don't think I think on second thought, he'd probably be happy to go to Disney World, but it's a nice story. It says a lot about our fair, that he really enjoys the rides and going up there and going through that exercise every year, and
We can still see the horse parade, because that's the Sunday before
Right.
the fair starts.
and I will encourage that. He could sit out here with us.
Right, right.
Anyway, that's all I have.
Okay. And we do have need for executive
We
session.
do. Resolution number 19-745, in the matter of adjourning into executive session for consideration of employment, dismissal, discipline, compensation of a public employee or public official for pending or imminent litigation for collective bargaining.
So moved.
Second?
Discussion vote.
Vote on motion 19-745. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
We're now recessed into executive session.
Resolution number 19-748, in the matter of adjourning out of executive session.
So move?
Second, discussion vote.
Vote on motion 19-748. Mr. Benton is absent. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye. We are now adjourned.